Where was the winner? Let me see. No, that's probably AI generated.
The world as we know it is about to end. And the reason being is because men can't marry multiple women. Now, I know that sounds like an exaggeration, but I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not even trying to rage bait. I'm going to tell you the fucking facts. So back in the day, the church came with a rule that said, if you don't have a son, we're going to keep 100% of your inheritance. So if you married a woman and she was infertile or only had daughters and you died, 100% of your income, your jewelry, your property would go to the church, which is one of the reasons they're so freaking rich, is because they literally took the money from all the men who couldn't have sons. Now, that being said, what happened? They made you get monogamous. Why? Because if you had multiple wives, the chances of you having a son go up, which means they can't rob you. So now you got monogamous, and then that became a cultural norm. Now, what religion doesn't believe in monogamy? They believe in polygamy. Well, Islam. Islam is growing faster than any other religion in the world. As a matter of fact, in the next 20 years, all of London, all of the UK is going to be majority Muslim. Same with Europe in the next 30 to 40 years. And that's happening all over the world, not just because of a cultural reason, not just because of immigration, but because of the fact that they can marry multiple women and have 3 to 4 kids per woman. So if you have 5 or 6 wives, you had multiple women. Well, here we are. Most of us in the US, divorce rates are over 50%. Most people aren't even having kids anymore, right? Half the population's not going to reproduce. And within 100 years, we're going to have a population that's half the size of what it is now. So I highly suggest, if I was in the government, I would make marrying multiple women legal. I would allow us to reproduce, because if we don't do it, we're going to have the opposite problem. Now, a lot of these elitists think we have a population growth problem. We have too many people on the earth. So they want us to die. That's actually the opposite of the case. We have too few people on the planet, and we need to start reproducing quickly. You need to be at a growth rate, like a reproduction rate of 2.1 kids per woman. Because the 10%, the 2.1, 2 counts for your mom and your dad. And the 0.1 is, 10% of people might not reproduce. They might die. They might get sick. They might be infertile. God knows what. So 2.1% to maintain the population. Anything above that is a growing population. Now, what do you think our population is? Our percentage is here. We're at 1.8, which means we are declining very, very rapidly. Anything below 1.9, almost impossible to come back from. The only solution, and this is actually a solution, is to have multiple wives. Now, you might be sitting there saying, that's crazy. Biologically, do you know why women, when they're around other women, have the same period? Because your menstrual cycle syncs up, so the alpha female makes sure no other female can mate with the alpha male, the husband, while she's on her period. It's a way to conserve her resources and make sure she gets pregnant first. So, super interesting. Share this, and let's increase our population here in the US. Let's change the world. I'm not even kidding. There's a reason women are more attracted to men who can have multiple women. Now, the feminism propaganda, all that shit. Who do you think you are? Listen, I'm not asking you. That's our biology. That's been our biology. And for those of you that are religious, go look at Abraham, go look at Jacob, go look at all of our prophets. All of them had multiple wives. Why? Because God believes in this. This is how he made us. So share this video and let's have multiple wives again.